everyone? I hope you guys are all having an amazing day today. Now in today's live stream, we are going to be talking about what on earth is going on with the stock market. We're going to be talking about some of the stocks this week that have been moving, that have been grooving, stocks that are up, stocks that are down. So I hope you guys all enjoy it. If you guys have any questions, by all means, ask them in the chat room. Ask, and we can go ahead and we can answer questions. And guys, if you guys are like, who is this guy? My name is Carter. I'm actually a full-time trader in the stock market. I know I don't look like one with my big, beard, but I've been trading for over 6 years into the stock market. We do have an amazing school where you guys can learn my strategies, my mindset, how I find some of my stocks that I trade. I highly recommend you guys can use code GIVE to get $50 off. The great thing about, buying right now, guys, you guys can get a free giveaway. You guys can get free giveaways. We have t-shirts, hats, all that stuff. So, all right, let's kind of dive into this. What is going on, everybody? It looks like we got some new guys coming in. What's up? What is going up? All right, so let's see what stocks have been moving. You guys know Palo Alto Networks here has gotten crushed all the way down to this 200-day moving average line. I had a gut feeling we were going to see a move, right? The great thing about moving average lines is, one, they're trend indicators. Two, they're support and resistance. So what I mean by this is on the technical side with trading, the technical side here, you guys can see that it's used these 200-day moving average lines in the past as support. The last time it hit it, I kind of drew it like I don't know how to draw on this, but you guys can see it hit it here. The last time it hit that, right, you guys can see, boom, hit it, went from 260 all the way up to about 282, up 5%. Great little move, a 5% return on a small trade. They did release bad earnings, which, companies release bad earnings all the time. We do have this nice upward trend, which I like. It's undervalued on the RSI. We could definitely see a move from 282 to at least 300. If not, getting out, hopefully we could fill this gap here. That would be a dream situation. But let's pull up the stock of the week. The stock of the week, NVIDIA. NVIDIA stock has pretty much caused and is holding up the whole stock market, in my honest opinion. Now, NVIDIA here, you guys can see it popped up about 16% in a single day. For a massive company like NVIDIA, this is a lot of money. So it hit all-time highs at about $824. But as we zoom out, you guys can kind of see that in a single day, the stock went from 660 all the way up to 782 in the matter of literally 12 hours, almost 12 hours overnight, and went up, a decent amount of money, about $100 worth of, stock value. Then it went from 762 up to 822. Now, will NVIDIA sell off? That is the main question that everybody has. And the approach I have is right now, as we look at something called the relative strength index, which in simple terms determines if a stock's overvalued or undervalued, it's kind of trading right now at about a 73, which historically is a little bit of a overvalued state for NVIDIA, where we could see a little bit of a temporary correction. I'm not saying crash. I'm not saying crash by any means. I am saying where we get a little breath back in this stock. I understand they did well on their earnings. I completely get it. But on the flip side, 2023, the stock was up 240%. 2024, it's already up 80% and going up even higher. The thing about investing, the thing about stocks is there's no stock that goes up forever, no matter what. We found that out with AMC. We found it out with GameStop. Now we're seeing NVIDIA start squeezing up, start getting a lot of buying pressure. I definitely think we'll get a little pullback down about 670 to, maybe the high 500s. That is where you load up. You guys can see that it's use those 90-day moving average lines as support in the past. That's where I would buy as much as I can if we get selling pressure back there. In the meantime, a good strategy if you want shares of NVIDIA, dollar cost average, investing consistently is a great way to invest into these growth stocks. And why? Is because if NVIDIA sells off, right, let's just say it goes from let's just say it goes from 786 to 563, and you bought up here. What you do now is you buy in and you average down. So now instead of your average cost being 823, you're averaging down on this price. So now your average cost would be about 662 because you're buying these dips. You're investing consistently. Boom, 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 boom. So now when NVIDIA hits that, and hopefully we get some buying pressure, instead of having to work all the way up to highs, your break-even point is a lot lower, where you can make a lot more money if this starts squeezing up even more here. But yeah, it's pretty crazy. It's pretty nuts on how much buying pressure we've seen out of NVIDIA. And guys, if you guys want me to look at any stocks, if you guys have any questions about any stocks, guys, I have the chat right here on my other monitor. So let me know and we can pull them up here. I know another very, very popular stock lately has been Rumble, RUM. Now, Rumble is obviously a company that has been very, very, very volatile. It's gone up and down at very rapid rates, right? It's gone from $9 to 18, back down to 9, back up to 17, back down to 6, back up to 10, back up to 4, back up to about 8. Recently, one thing that I do like about it is you guys can kind of see that, we've seen tendencies of it kind of falling below these moving average lines, where it really starts using them as resistance. So, it hits them several times, establishing very hard resistance. Now, this would be what we call a moving average breakout, where you pretty much hop in when this thing starts squeezing out and breaking out of resistance. Now it's coming back in contact with this 200-day moving average line. We could see a move from 653 back up to about $7 to $8, which would be a pretty good risk and reward. But Rumble is one of those plays where it's a fun stock. It's a play where we see a lot of tendencies with certain political parties. Same with DWAC, which has seen an amazing amount of buying pressure lately. DWAC, this thing has been squeezing up. We called out that trend line the other day, and now it's kind of riding on it. So definitely a great move that we called out from $42 to $49, and we'll see what happens though. We'll see what happens with this one. Rumble stock right on that nice trend line. And let me know, like I said, any stocks you guys want me to look at. But the next one here that I do want to talk about that has been moving today, 32%, Carvana, ticker symbol CVNA. Carvana here, the crazy thing about this is this stock actually, in the past, couple of months has had this nice upward trend. It's gone from $6 to $70 in the matter of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So about 1 year, Carvana has gone from $6 to $70 a share, which is insane. The stock has used these moving average lines in the past as support. You guys can see it hits them. Released earnings was the first quarter, the first ever net profit for the company, which caused this thing to skyrocket. Obviously, moving up 32%. Let's go to the minute chart so we can just see how rapid this thing is, from $48 to $70 after hours. This is something as traders or swing traders or day traders, we used to look for this all the time. This is what we call pretty much a gap and go setup. A gap and go setup is it's a day trading for all of you day traders out there. You draw out the resistance and you hop in on that resistant breakout. So you guys can see it breaks out here. This works very, very well for like the first 30 minutes to hour of trading. It is very, very risky, but this thing went from $69 to $70 in the matter of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 minutes. Obviously, doing stuff like this is incredibly risky, but Carvana, guys, up 32%, first net profit in company history, which round of applause for them, because this company, as we look back, has been through a bunch of stuff. The stock has seen highs at over $376, gotten obliterated all the way down to $3 a share. Now it's slowly working its way up. Talk about a comeback. The comeback of the century. Jeez, I can't even talk. Century. Yes. But anyways, yeah, great move. Honestly, fantastic here. Let's talk about another one here. Block, Square, ticker symbol SQ. This was my go-to stock actually back in the day. This thing got crushed and I lost some money on this one. So I still have hard feelings about it, but you can't be right with every play. I've done very, very well on certain companies here, but we'll talk about, stay tuned. After this, after I show you guys this, we will show you guys the best trade of my entire life after this SQ. But SQ is also known as Square. I'm sure you guys have heard of Cash App. This company owns that. And you guys know this company owns like those payment plans, or not payment plans, but when you guys go to like a coffee shop and they make you tip, they have that touch screen. This company owns that. So stock has squeezed up 16% today. Fantastic news. Heavy support here near and around this $40 mark. Hopefully we can get some sort of buying pressure here from this price at 76 back up to at least like 170 to 200 would be nice. I know the stock has a long way to go. It really was doing well during all the lockdowns where people pretty much weren't going outside. There was a lot of spending in house and stuff like that. That's where this company was doing very, very well. They're heavily invested into cryptocurrency, which is cool. But yeah, so SQ, great move today, 16%. My guess would be it was because of some sort of earnings or something along those lines. I haven't looked too much into it. Yeah, beat earnings right here. Let's pull it up. This is why I love Moomoo. Guys, sign up. They're absolutely fantastic. Why is it so dark? Is it dark? Why is this so dark? Huh. That is weird. Maybe we should get another light, or let me turn this off. Is that any better? Oh yeah, that's why. All right. Sorry about that, everybody. But SQ up 17% here. This was on pace for the largest percent increase since November 10th, 2022, when it rose 17.1. I want to see why. Yeah, pretty much beat earnings in simple terms, which great to see. But all right, now the moment we've all been waiting for. Carter, what has been the best trade of my life? So back in the day, if you guys were following the channel, I called out this stock, ticker symbol NO. Now I bought this stock for a little over $1, and now it's trading for $5.40. But let's go to the daily so you guys can kind of see how crazy this stock is. So when I was 18, I had money from college. What I did is I had pretty much, not student loans, but I made money in college pretty much. And I bought a bunch of different stocks. I put about $900 into this stock, and the stock went from $1 to $66 a share. Now, during this move here, this was a crazy return. That $1,000 paid me an ungodly amount of money for a young kid. But anyways here, the thing about this one here is one of the reasons I sold it is because I knew that trends and in certain sectors, they don't go up forever. And I see this all the time, with certain things, with technology, with artificial intelligence. And I think we're seeing a very similar correlation with the AI sector and the electric auto space back in, mid 2021. Mid 2021, everybody was buying EV stocks. Everyone. People were buying Tesla. People were buying Ford, Plug Power. I'm sure you guys remember Nikola Motors, company that is now worthless. And I think that guy's in jail or something. But anyways, yeah. So everybody was buying these stocks. Everybody. I was buying them. My friends were, family were saying, oh, buy, this random car company. It's worth $5 billion and yet they don't bring in any revenue, or I don't even know who's on the board. But anyways, all these companies were always going up, and everybody, you never see a crash coming until it happens. And that's what I see with the AI sector. We're seeing a bunch of artificial intelligence companies just get pumped up because NVIDIA is doing well, and yet there's pretty much no correlation between them, honestly, other than the sector. So I think we could see a possible correction, maybe not a crash with the AI sector. I'm just saying, whether it's in a day or whether it's in 3 or 4 months or a year, it always happens. There has never been a sector that has only gone up without some sort of correction. Every sector has some sort of pullback. That's why it's always smart, guys, to dollar cost average, so you invest consistently rather than just dumping money into a bunch of things. Dollar cost averaging, you just invest consistently every week or bi-weekly or monthly, depending on what you like. But yeah, guys, these were the main stocks here. I did want to talk about, what other ones did we have? I don't think Apple honestly has been doing that much lately. AAPL, it's really loves to use that 200-day moving average line as support. So, I will always try to buy it, as we get these dips down here. Next for sale is at 80. It very rarely trades below it. And when it does, very shortly after, we get good buying pressure. So I understand Apple's a long-term play, but, for me, a good buy zone would be pretty much below 180. That's where I'm looking to buy. But guys, do you guys have any questions? Do you guys want me to look at any stocks? Let me know. Let me know in the chat. Like I said, I have the chat right here. And don't forget to check out my swing trading course, where you guys can use code GIVE to get $50 off. I know people think of courses, they think of scams and stuff like that, but guys, this is different. It's absolutely fantastic. You guys will have access to me, private live streams, the team that I love, and but guys, we'll end it here. It's getting late for me. I'm on the East Coast, so it's a little past midnight. So we'll see you guys tomorrow. We go live. We try to go live every day. Weekends are always tough because the fam. Yeah, guys, hope you guys have a great rest of your day. Take care. Hit that like button, subscribe, and we'll see you guys tomorrow, hopefully.